NightTerrors presents a special episode about 6 women on YouTube who have touched a parallel universe in real life, in their own words. My name is Bill Madden. We will not compare one with another. Each woman has her own viewpoint, and each should be considered in her own right. In their own YouTube videos, which NightTerrors has been granted exclusive permission to use, we begin with Sonja Grace, founder of Akashic Roots, and an advanced Akashic Record reader, who explains the character of multiple realities.
We live in a multidimensional reality. Right now we're in the 4th realm. In this 4th realm, or 4-dimensional system, we are moving very quickly into the 5th dimension. This is a part of that transition that I talked about, where the whole galaxy is getting a new grid system. The Earth is opening up with portals everywhere, energy's coming through, energy's releasing from the Earth, because everything's shifting to move into this 5th dimension. There are many dimensions on Earth. There's many dimensional realities that exist. There is the David Kingdom. That is a dimensional reality. If you tune into it, you can see, feel, hear, connect with those plants and that energy. There's the dimensional reality of what we're doing in technology and how far we've excelled in technology. There's also the reality of someone who's choosing to simply live off the land and work their farm. They're going to be more connected to this plant understanding and the understanding of the Davic realm than a lot of people. But there's also people who are living in a reality where they choose not to experience this, and they choose to shut down and not maybe be as connected to their animals or the plant life around them. And that's a part of humanity having amnesia. And it's time that we all come to consciousness, because as we move rapidly into this 5th dimension, we're going to lose the opportunity to really bring all of this with us if we don't raise our consciousness. And that's by raising our vibration. That's how we get to a higher frequency, is raising the vibrations in our bodies to match what is coming right now to all of our planet and to everything living here on Earth.
Ingrid Karazincir is a medium who seeks to promote psychic awareness and spiritual healing. She is also an astral projector.
Interdimensional travel is all about allowing yourself to leave your body and have a conscious, lucid experience going into other realities. We're going to allow the other dimensions or realities to reveal themselves and basically travel within those dimensions. You must begin by becoming very relaxed. Allow your body to relax into the chair and take a few long, deep breaths. I'm going to start by imagining a tether of silver cord coming down from your higher self, from above, down through your crown chakra, above your head, down through your body, aligning all your chakras, all through your body, down into the ground where it's going to root itself there. Imagine a light within the very center of you. Begin to emerge out, creating a bubble of light around your body. This will be your aura. Within this energy space, simply say, "Only those for my highest good be here now." Emerge out through your skin. Bring your awareness to the outside of your body. Emerging yourself as a light being out into the room. You will start to see everything take shape of the dimensions that are there that you have not seen with your physical eyes. Begin to interact and explore the space around you. Begin to pull your awareness back, slowly moving back into your body. Begin to take long, deep breaths and slowly come back. Try this exercise at least once a day for a week and see what changes may occur in your life. You may go to my website, readingsbyingrid.com, to learn more.
Raven Masterson is an artist and political activist, a native of New Orleans who crossed the nation to live in Los Angeles. One day, she saw a haunted police car.
I just had the weirdest experience of quantum physics, time rift, time shift, whatever you want to call it, visit to a parallel universe that I've ever had in my life. All right. Yesterday, early in the morning, I felt myself about to go into another zone of having another out-of-body experience shift. I started to feel a chakra here and here, you know, moving everything. I could feel like a shift in consciousness change because I felt like my vision shifted. And usually when I have my out-of-body experiences, it's preceded by like a blue energy, like everything was tinted blue. It was like everything was tinted blue. I go outside, right? I was sitting outside. The cops passed by. So when the police passed by, I overheard a female voice go like, I heard a woman's disembodied voice go, oh, or what, or something, like make an expression. But I looked in that cop car, sure enough, there was only 2 men in there. There was not a woman. And there was no female I saw coming back and forth. There was no woman from which that could have came from. It sounded like it was coming from somebody in a car. There was not one female coming from, there was not one female coming back or forward. It was a real weird experience. This is the obvious manifestation of the existence of a parallel universe. So I kept looking at it. I felt like, you know, stoic, like a god. I felt like a god. I felt like I just had some knowledge that transcends and goes beyond what normal humans are supposed to have. So if anybody else has had experiences like that, please let me know, because I want to know, because this shit was mad interesting.
STARPHIA, singer and songwriter, hip-hop and jazz dancer, who was also a prolific maker of videos, relates the diverting anecdote of the Vanishing Jars.
This is a true story. Me and my mom lived in this beautiful 2-story house right before it hits Alpine Hills here in California. And, you know, just a regular day in my kitchen. Nothing out of the ordinary. Looking at my counter, the cookbooks we had, and a microwave. So then I went in there, like, the next day, and there was these 3, like, cookie jar type of vases. And they were white with, like, you know, those, like, handle knobs like this, but smaller. And then, like, a blue stripe on the top of the rim and on the bottom, plus, like, 2 peaches on each thing also. Like, peaches. So then I go back in the next day, and they weren't there. Okay, she must have, like, moved them or something, put them away or returned them. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I guess. I go in again. This is the second time now. They're back on the counter, weirdly. So I asked my mom, like, where did you get these peach jars? I forgot where she said. And then I go back in the next day, and they're not there again. So I'm like, Mom, did you move the peach jars again? She's like, peach jars? What peach jars? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, are you sure? Like, we never had, like, peach jars? I never ever saw those peach jars again. I traveled, like, in a parallel universe.
Sabrina Brightstar, a storyteller who received an awakening to document her astral experiences, reveals to us how to travel in the sun.
How to travel, or additional suggestions on how to travel to different realities, different dimensions. And the simple secret is step 1, go from your head space down to your heart space. That's where the creation can happen. That's where magic can happen. That's where possibilities can happen. And once you're in your heart space, set your intention of where you want to go, and set the intention of what you want to accomplish. So when you set the intention to go to whatever location, whatever reality, and if it's, for the highest good for you to be able to go there, type it in, so to speak. Type in the location that you want to go to. Write down the location you want to go to. Say out loud the location you want to go to. Intend it. The second you intend it, bam, that's the universal truth. That's the universal law. That is your transportation ticket. That is your trainway. That is your spacecraft. And bam, you can be taken there that fast. That is a universal law. That is a universal truth. Intentions take you where you want to go. For people who are doing this kind of traveling, you can call in people to assist you. You can call in the guardians, the gatekeepers, the masters, ascended teachers, whoever you want to go along on the journey with you, so to speak. So call on a crew, call on support, call on assistance, so you have a smooth transition from where you are to where you want to go. And so any kind of traveling can be done simply with this universal truth. You can do this in a conscious, awake state. You can bypass the fourth dimension. The reason I'm talking about bypassing the fourth dimension is because in the fourth dimension, in particular, the fourth dimension has the most tricksters. So I personally always bypass the fourth dimension. So if you want to go on a little journey, this is my suggestion.
Cynthia Sue Larson, a life coach and public speaker, is also the author of several books, and she understands the science of parallel worlds, which she explains in terms of quantum entanglement.
This is Cynthia Sue Larson with RealityShifters.com, and today I'm here to talk to you about living in parallel quantum worlds. The characteristic behavior of quantum particles that we normally expect to see in the realm of the very, very small is now being observed in things like plants, animals, and salt crystals. And the thing that's so exciting to me about that is there's the teleportation, the tunneling, and the entanglement, of course. I love to hear the experiential side of it as well. And this month I got the chance to read a lovely book called Traveling to Parallel Universes. This book is written by Trish Lesage from the perspective of someone who actually recognizes that she is traveling between parallel realities, parallel universes. For example, restaurants that were closed in one universe are open in another. Sometimes personalities change of both people and animals. So I highly recommend this book for anyone interested in evidence of traveling to parallel universes. And I also write about what it feels like to, as I call it, live with feet in both worlds. Sometimes I've opened my refrigerator to get something, shut the door, opened it again a few minutes later, and found a jar had vanished and reappeared in that short space of time. Recognizing that this is the sort of thing that could be happening all the time. And when you consider that we're getting all of these indicators that are showing us this is what it might look like when you do travel between parallel universes. How good can it get when you travel between parallel realities? So until next time, this is Cynthia Sue Larson with RealityShifters.com.